Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Friday Night Eclipse. Here in Columbus, Ohio, we're now just one show away from our next big event of the year, Summer Smackdown. Tonight we have a big main event match in store as Mad Dog of Shimano squares off against the Dragon of Dojima in a 2-out-of-3 Falls Count Anywhere match. Meanwhile, the Big Bang Theory look to extend their momentum from last week's with a win over the Dark Hour. Naoto tries to get herself back into the title conversation with the match against Lexibor, and Akane Owari looks to get some revenge from last month as she takes on the woman who stole the belt away from her via cash-in, Miu Iruma. So get ready for an exhilarating evening of energy, excitement, and entertainment, because this is Eclipse. And here we go, starting off our night. Introducing first. She is the Detective Prince, representing the investigation squad, Naoto Shorogane.
Representing the Blue Bloods from Japan, the Prince Nomi Shibata.
And man, I cannot wait till Persona 4 Revival comes out. If it's anything like Reloaded, it's going to be good. And okay, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Persona 4 is better than Persona 3. The story is better. The characters are better. So if it's anything like a Reloaded, it's going to be a fantastic game. I would say Persona 4 is probably my favorite out of the trilogy. Not including 1 or 2. Or Innocent Sin.
And her opponent from Mexico City, Lexibor.
And her opponent not from Mexico City, but from Monterrey, Mexico. Because this game is still broken, and I don't think Monterrey is in this game for some dumbass reason. It is the Plague Doctor herself, Lexibor. And here we go, both women ready? And here we go. Referee rings the bell in the middle, and Naoto immediately beginning with some sweet chin music, sending Lexi down, who immediately gets back up to her feet, going back to her Mexican roots with that head scissor toss, and a shot right to the spine. Naoto, jawbreaker, now locking up, collar and elbow. And Lexi walking Naoto back. Referee having to separate them. And they separate clean. Locking up again. And this time Naoto walking Lexi back into the corner. Referee again having to separate them. And again, they do so clean. It's refreshing not having two competitors who just want to beat the ever-loving, life out of each other. Locking up again for the third time, and Naoto again, the one walking the Plague Doctor back into the ropes, and again the referee having to get in between them. Neckbreaker. And honestly, this match was almost a submission match. That didn't quite go through. There were a few objections to that, so this is just a normal match. But just watching all these, like all the, technical, all the technical wrestling going on, maybe, it reminded me of that a little bit. Snap elbow. Naoto to the outside. And now heading up top. Lexi greeting her and throwing her down. Picking up Naoto into a seated position, looking for a neck snap, but nobody's home. And Naoto with a grapple from behind. Lexi with a reversal, elbow to the spine. Irish whip. Kick right to the shin, or to the thigh. And Naoto sending Lexi for an Irish whip. There's an arm drag using her momentum against her, throwing her down. Kick to the stomach, stomp to the spine. And an arm breaker. Naoto kneeling DDT. Stomp turning Lexi around. And again. Now going for the cover. Not even one as Lexi kicks out. Naoto again walking her to the western ropes. Now using the bottom rope as leverage. Slamming the back of the head into the steel piping that is the apron. Taking absolutely no prisoners. Drop kick between the shoulders. And now armbar. Locked in. Lexi immediately escaping. At least Naoto didn't dismiss her own submission, like some people. And Lexi, Superman punch out of nowhere, elbow drop. Just putting on a show. And looking for a snap elbow. Snap elbow, excuse me. Waiting just a little bit too long. Naoto back up to her feet, sending Lexi to the outside. And a frog splash. Yeah, I genuinely don't really know why my mouth just decides to do weird pronunciation sometimes. Like, I know what I want to say, just can't form the words properly sometimes. Leg snap. And a toss back into the barricade. Not back into the ring. Now we head back into the ring after the referee counts up to 3. Well, Naoto's along the outside. Slipping back into the ring. No harm, no foul. Pedigree. But no, Lexi, the reversal. And now heading into the corner. Tornado kick inbound. And connects. 1, 2. Naoto kicks out. Middle rope, everyone on their feet. Drop kick. And a diving accidental drop to the chest. And a spinning back heel kick that should be lights. 1, 2, 3. Well, that is absolutely one way to start off the night.
Here is your winner, Lexibor.
And Lexi heading back to her home. Okay, that sounds like she's getting deported. No. But for Summer Smackdown, we're heading to Mexico. So heading back to her home country with a win, it's not as bad as it sounds, I promise. And for our first tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, representing C's, they are your men's tag team champions. It is Junpei Iori and Makoto Yuki. If my watch is to be believed, and it should, it connects directly to the internet so it knows the time. It is time for the Dark Hour.
Junior Ivy and Mac Antonio Yuri, the Steiner brothers.
And their opponents, every time I hear these horns, always makes me smile. Because it is time for the Big Bang Theory. Kaito Momota, Shuichi Saihara, the Ultimate Astronaut, and the Ultimate Detective, the Luminary of the Stars, and his sidekick. I don't understand how you can't love these two. They're such a vibe. Here we go, Makoto Shuichi, first in the ring. I love to see it. And here we go. Ref rings the bell between the two captains. And immediate reversal from Shuichi, rolling Makoto up into a pin. Makoto immediately kicking him off. That's gonna be the type of match we're gonna have, okay. Makoto forcing Shuichi back up to his feet. Shuichi catching the kick and driving the elbow down into the knee. Accidentally colliding with the referee. And a backdrop. And now tagging in Kaito. Diving accidental drop to the spine. And Kaito to the outside. Out onto the apron. Makoto back up to his feet. Sent back down immediately with a crossbody. Kaito stomping down on the bicep or the tricep. Toss to the corner, elbowing out, and a leg sweep. Now the Big Bang Theory coming off of a pretty decent win against Dice last week. Pretty sure it was by countout, which is always a bit of a wet blanket, but a win do be a win, especially against your biggest rivals. You know, taking that momentum here into a match against the Dark Hour, who I had to look during their entrance, not defending on Sunday. That will be Harmonious Truth, who'll be doing that. No, not Harmonious Truth. Side Bridles. It's going to be the Side Bridles, excuse me, who'll be defending. Since it's the women's turn to defend. If you're unaware, every month we essentially just alternate men and women's title defenses between the different divisions. It used to be that it was just the tag teams that alternated, but now that we have a little bit just too many divisions to really do that with, we're just trying to alternate as best we can. So it's going to be the Dark Hour defending. Well, they should have defended this month or last month, whatever. But that was the King and Queen of the Ring tournament, so they didn't get an opportunity. And technically, they should have defended, you know, during a weekly, but whatever. So the next time the belt is on the line, assuming not after Summer Smackdown, it's going to be at Saturday Night Main Event. So August. Makoto back into the ring, to the corner, trying to get trying to get Shuichi over to him. And that's going nowhere. Shuichi with a suplex. So yes, there is some method to the madness. It's not completely random. Well, weekly shows are a little bit more just what kind of feels right in the moment, but when it comes to the actual events that matter, you know, the PLEs and such, those are a little bit more thought out. Shuichi tagging Kaito back in, tag team attack. And the cover, there's one, there's two, Makoto kicks out. Makoto catching Kaito's kick. Rolling him up into a cover, there's one. Kaito kicks out and covers. There's one, two, Makoto kicks out. Looking for the stomp. Kaito rolls out of the way, but Makoto. Delayed neck breaker. Picking Kaito back up to his feet. To the corner, yes. Are we looking for an all-out attack? Yes. Suplex. Junpei in the ring with a senton. And now along the outside. Junpei, not his first time in the match. There's a rolling thunder drop kick. Not his first time in the match, but first time calling him since the first time that he was in the ring. I was yabbering on about whatever. I hope I didn't accidentally say a slur. Looking for the Cody cutter, but nobody, Junpei not there. Irish whip, drop kick to the leg. And now Junpei. The 3-piece and a soda. And now the fireman's carry reverse DDT into the cover. Kaito breaks it up. But advantage, Dark Hour. Junpei top rope. Drop kick. Kaito looking for the tag out, not getting it. And now Junpei just slamming down on the chest. Shuichi back on the offense though. Up. Over. Junpei is slipping out. Forcing Shuichi back up to his feet. Irish whip into the corner, tagging in Makoto. Irish whip, double shoulder tackle. And Shuichi slipping through, managing to tag out. And now Kaito. Irish whip, arm drag. And to the outside. What is Kaito looking for here? Spring or slingshot crossbody. And now Kaito scrambling to the top rope. Lining himself up, getting Makoto back up to his feet. And a meteorite drop or meteor drop kick. I always forget the difference between a meteor and a meteorite. Meteor is when it's in the air, meteorite's when it hits the ground, I think? And then an asteroid is when it's just floating around in space, I think? I always get those mixed up. And like space is kind of my shit too, so like I really have no excuse. Other than a terrible memory. Makoto, the clothesline. And now turning Shuichi around. But Shuichi an elbow. Makoto reversing right back. Knife edge chop across the spine. Shuichi elbow. Both putting up a defensive masterclass there, but ending with a tag team attack with the Big Bang Theory. And cranking the neck. Kaito, the finisher, the cover, that's gonna put it away. It's unfortunate that the belt's not on the line on Sunday, because if it was, these two would absolutely be ready to take on the challenge. Alas, maybe they can survive a month. And next up, introducing first, he's the leader of Ouroboros, Noah.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Union from overseas, weighing in at 134 pounds, Noah!
And I have to say, again, just going on, my watch through of Xenoblade 3. Before Chapter 5, Noah was kind of boring. He didn't have the social awkwardness of Shulk. He didn't have the charismatic social awkwardness of Shulk. He didn't have the energetic, optimism of Rex. But man, Chapter 5 really changed my perception of him. Xenoblade 3 is awesome, man. It is so good. I have to say, though, Uni's still my favorite character. And his opponent. It's me! The Bluejay, Jayden Moon. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish I had that jacket in real life. It is absolutely something I would wear. I mean, that's why I have my character wear it, but in real life, that's absolutely something I would wear. Here we go, Noah. Jayden, are both men ready? And here we go. Ref rings bell, and Jayden running immediately towards the ref. Strange play, but somehow ends up working. And now bottom rope senton. I think he was trying to head to the corner immediately. Referee just happened to be in the way. If you don't, if you have no idea what you're doing, then there's no way your opponent can predict your movements. Now Noah walking Jayden back into the corner, referee separating them. And locking up again, collar and elbow. Jayden throwing Noah down, and there's a satellite DDT. And a cover. There's one. Only going to be one. And on the note of my favorite Xenoblade characters and whatnot, yes, Uni is my favorite in 3 and potentially top 5 of the entire series. There's the leg drop from Jayden. I have to say top 3 in no particular order. Melia, Nia, Elvis. There's one. There's again only one. I'm sorry, Elvis is the one who just made me realize that, yeah, I'm not entirely straight. Him and Rentaro Amami. I certainly have a type. But, no. Yeah, I love Melia, love Nia, love Elvis. Uni's definitely up there. Morag. There's only a few Xenoblade characters that I absolutely dislike. And Tora. That would be Tora. Noah elbowing out. Throwing Jayden to the northeast corner. Throwing him aside. And rolling him through. Cover. There's one and only one. Still only one. And I meant like main characters, not like... You know, like main characters are main antagonists, not like Juju. Like I understand like everyone hates Juju and like for good reason. He sucks. Juju slander will be tolerated in this house. And in fact, it will be encouraged in this house as we head to the outside. Back into the ring. It's like I like Charla. Just her brother is just so annoying. Jayden picking Noah back up to his feet. And walking him to the north west corner. And on that topic, I don't hate him necessarily, but I don't know. I'm not a particularly big fan of Lance. It's like, yeah, I like him, but like... He's by far my least favorite main character. There's two Noah kicks out. Least favorite main character out of Xenoblade 3, I mean. Tora is still absolutely my least favorite main character, period. It's not like it's not even that I hate the Napon. I love Ricky. I love Manana and Riku. Just Tora. No. And a tornado kick while I ramble on about nonsense. There's one, there's two, and Noah kicks out. Also, this is not including Xenoblade X or Torna Golden Country since I haven't experienced either of those. Nor Futures Connected, nor Futures Redeemed. Nor Xenogears. Fake fan, I know. LARPer. Jayden with a headster toss, Noah to the outside, Jayden perched up top. The Bluejay flying with a double leg dropkick. And sending Noah headfirst into the barricade with that Enzigiri, senton, and a shot to the spine. And Jayden just throwing Noah back into the ring. Noah, I get you're a pacifist and all, but you might want to bring the offense on just a little bit more. Corner European uppercut. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. Not sure if that was a victory, just out of pure domination or if Noah just by the fact that he did nothing.
Here is your winner, Jayden.
And with that, it is pretty much guaranteed that the next title match will be Fox versus Bluejay. Like they're, what, 6th time fighting each other for the belt? Will this be the time that Jayden actually gets a win? Probably not. And for our second tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, they are the Queens of Eclipse. It is Melia Antiqua and Nia Ascension. And their opponents, it is the Ultimate Detective, Kyoko Kirigiri, and the Ultimate Pop Star Idol herself, Sayaka Mizono. Harmonious Truth. And while this match isn't officially... I just hit my mic stand. And while this match isn't officially for the chance to face up against the Cyber Idols on Sunday, it basically is. Winner won't necessarily get the date, but there's a good chance that they will. Just depends on how they perform. Here we go, Melia. Sayaka. First in the ring. And here we go. Ref rings a bell. They meet in the middle, and Melia immediately whiffing on her right hand. Sayaka immediately punishing her and sending her into the referee. Melia bouncing off, actually connecting this time, and now a takedown. And a neck snap suplex. Well, neck breaker suplex over the shoulder. I still don't know the difference between half the suplexes. Melia with a big boot, knife edge, jumping facebuster, now tagging in the Gramati. Nia in the ring, and Irish whip into the corner, into the referee. Second time he's been hit to this match already in the past 90 seconds. Backpack takedown from Kyoko. Like, I more or less know what a belly-to-belly suplex is. That is pretty obvious. A German suplex is a belly-to-back, I'm pretty sure. Other than that, like exploder suplex, tiger suplex, whatever, above my pay grade. which is free, because I don't get paid for this. Nia picking up Sayaka, and driving the knee into the shoulder, and tagging Melia back in. And honestly, I don't even know if I can, like, if this would even be eligible for, you know, for monetization. There's one, there's two, Melia kicks out. Like, I know for certain I couldn't make merch unless it's like, you know, of a original character or myself. But yeah. Well, then again, didn't Professor, like, didn't he, like, wasn't he able to monetize, like, fucking Beef Boss? There's a double foot stomp from Kyoko. I don't understand. I don't understand half of that, you know, law stuff, man. I just want to make stupid videos. I have to worry about that. There's a kick to the stomach. Kyoko stomping down Amelia.
There's the tag.
And tagging Sayaka back in. Melia finally with a reversal dragon screw. And picking Sayaka back up to her feet. Toss to the corner. Looking to tag in Nia for a chain attack, but Sayaka preventing that. And Zagiri. And now Melia finally tags out Nia in the ring. Sayaka, I'm not even sure if she knows or not. Double foot stomp against Melia. Now Melia just in the way. Nia trying to assault Sayaka over her partner. More ways than one. What? Okay, Sayaka, what are you doing, girl? And now Nia with an Irish whip. Probably a little bit annoyed that she was focusing a little bit too much on Sayaka, or that Sayaka was focusing a little bit too much on Melia. And now there's a catapult into the middle turnbuckle. And Nia picking Sayaka back up to her feet. Irish whip. Is it now time for a chain attack? Still no. Sayaka still reversing. Nia throwing her down. And now scrambling up top. Watching as Sayaka crawls her way to the corner, tagging in Melia, or Kyoko. Kyoko with an Irish whip. Nia shoving that aside. And now Sayaka heading to her corner through the ring. Sure, whatever. Just completely get rid of your breakup chance, why don't you? There's one, Melia, Kyoko, and a kick out. And now Melia, Irish whip, arm drag. And tagging Nia back in, just trying to keep their bodies fresh. Well, Nia's a blade. Spoilers, by the way. She can just keep going. I completely forgot that was like a major part of the like final chapters of 2. I'm sorry. I was like, oh yeah, no, but Xenoblade 2 came out when you were in high school. It's like, yes, I know. I was like sophomore year, I think I was? Maybe freshman year of high school? There's 1, there's 2, Kyoko kicks out. When did Xeno 2 come out? 2015? 2016? 17? Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, I remember I was in high school, a German class. One of my friends told me the news. I was like, yes, I know, I'm excited. But yeah, that doesn't mean that, like, you could just say spoilers, like, you know, 7. Like, I'm not gonna, like, for, like, Xenoblade 1, I'm not gonna say who 7 is. Even though, like, everyone and their mother who knows the series knows already, but I'm not gonna give you his name. Play the game yourself. Melia DDT. Going for the cover. There's 1, 2. Kyoko still kicks out. Irish whip. Kyoko still elbowing out. Still unable to get a chain attack. Melia with the reversal and now armbar. Will we see a submission? No, Melia releases. And now allowing Kyoko to crawl back to her corner. Melia, what was that? You're supposed to be smart. You're supposed to be brilliant. That was stupid. And a huge open palm slap from Sayaka. Double knee backstabber into the cover. And Nia breaks it up. Sayaka heading up top. Turning around. Corkscrew moonsault into the cover. There's 1, 2. And it's looking like it's going to be the Harmonious Truth looking to get their belts back against the Cyber Idols. And Melia, you could have maybe won your team the match had you not completely blundered it away. God, I swear the AI in this game was programmed by a bunch of people who have no idea how, what they're doing. But yeah, it's going to be looking like Sayaka and Kyoko versus Ibuki and Hatsune Miku this coming Sunday. That's going to be an interesting rematch. And for our penultimate matchup of the evening, introducing first,
making her way to the ring from Oita, Japan, Akane Owari.
She was her champion for all of, I think it was like 43 seconds. It is Akane Owari. It was like 49 or something. It was ridiculously short. And that's all thanks to this woman right here. She is your women's Universal Champion. All thanks to her being your 2-time Miss Money in the Bank winner. It is Miu Iruma.
And her opponent from Oita, Japan, the Women's Hybrid Universal Champion, the Engineer, Beautiful Maid Iron!
And lucky for Miu, she will not have to defend on Sunday. But man, that would be one hell of a match. I don't know, maybe Akane can let her frustrations fester a little bit more. Maybe Maki can get herself back into a championship shape. Maybe Lucina will try to get herself back. Just gives us more time. Notice how I didn't include Poppy. And here we go, both women ready. Here we go, ref rings the bell. And Miu immediately opening up with a clothesline. And the ground and pound. Kick to the spine. And again. Miu with a rebound head scissor takedown. And a shot right to the stomach. And just throwing Akane around just like she did last month. Not wasting any time, look for a drop kick. Akane gets out of the way. And now jumping to the outside. Akane looking for her first bout of offense this match. Drop kick, that can absolutely start something. Now just twisting the ankle. Miu back up to her feet, but immediately caught by Akane. Miu elbowing out. And I'm just gonna say this. Couple of things. One, when Danganronpa 2x2 comes out, I am absolutely considering playing it, although that would mean probably wanting to play through the first game on the channel, just so you have some clue of what's going on. Akane with a spinning back fist. But two, I don't see Akane surviving the remake. Akane driving the elbow into the knee. It actually reminds me of a conversation that I had with a friend of mine about, like, if they do 2x2, but for Danganronpa V3, what would that look like? And, like, what changes to the story would I be interested in them making? And I think it's pretty obvious. I think the one thing that I would change... Well, there's two things that I would change. I think they're both very obvious. Miu with the back elbow now slamming Akane down into the mat. Akane rolling to the outside. Miu joining her with a suicide crossbody. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the protagonist and the antagonist. I would change those two things about the story. Or at least how the antagonist is revealed. Miu immediately catching Akane with that bulldog into the cover. Only going to be one. And before you ask, yes, I would absolutely have Himiko Yumeno be the mastermind. There's one. And I will let you decide whether I'm or not I'm being sarcastic there. Miu, the clotheslines. Akane into the corner. And a monkey flip. And like when it comes to like the protagonist, if you've played V3 before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How is that not a 2 count? Doesn't matter because it's not a 3 count, but still, how is that not 2? Miu throwing Akane into the northeast corner. And again, just completely mounting the offense. There's another slam. And right now, this is just immovable object meeting unstoppable force. Leg drop into the cover. There's 2. Miu, you got to invent something here if you really want to put Akane away. And we might see it with a triple X-plex. But Akane seeing that coming, catching the kick, rolling Miu through. Going for a surprise pin attempt, but only going to be one. Akane rolling out of the way, jumping forearm. 180 double flip moonsault off the springboard, and now Miu triple X-plex cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess that goes to show that Miu's cash-in against Akane, while it was a fluke victory, or not a fluke victory, well, but yeah, while it was a bit of a cheap victory, I mean, she can still absolutely back it up. So was it cheap? Yes. Was it fraudulent? No. I would say not. And now for our main event of the evening, and what is going to be a, what's the word I'm looking for? A preview match. Introducing first, it is the Mad Dog of Shimano, Goro Majima. Yeah, this is going to be a preview match of Sunday's title shot. But this match is going to be a first 2 out of 3 falls. And a falls count anywhere. Let's just hope the game doesn't break like it likes to do. And his opponent. It is the Mad Dog of... Not the Mad Dog of Shimano. No, that's Majima. The Dragon of Dojima. Jesus.
And his opponent from
He is your men's Universal Champion,
194
Kazuma Kiryu.
the men's hybrid universal champion, the Dragon Kiryu.
You know the one annoying thing about my rule about, this all being one take is that I just look like a complete damn idiot. There's no hiding it. There's no hiding my stupidity. But yeah, Kiryu versus Majima, a match that personally I've been waiting for months. And I was just like, when are we gonna get it? Because I think Majima secured his title bout in what? May? April? Somewhere around there. I think it was May. It's like now we're finally getting the match. It might have been April, actually. Yeah. It's been a while. And now refereeing Isabel, locking up collar and elbow between these two titans, between these two forever rivals. And now Kiryu grappling Majima from behind, but Majima throwing him through headlock. And now Kiryu escaping hammerlock. And just really cranking on Majima's wrist. And now an arm lock from Majima. Just really working on that elbow. And again, now just pulling it back behind the, the spine. Into a hammerlock. Kiryu finally elbowing out. And just locking each other up yet again. This time, Majima walking Kiryu back into the northern ropes. Referee having to break them up. Keeping it clean, and again, locking up collar, elbow. This time, Kiryu walking Majima back. Again, referee separating them, but not for long. Kiryu grappling Majima, Majima elbowing out. And now sending Kiryu into the northwest corner. Strong right hands thundering down, putting Kiryu up top. And over the top rope, and Majima just loving the attention of his fans. This should be a first 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere. I don't know why it's not. Okay, we're just gonna go with it, I guess. Is it just a normal first 2 out of 3 falls? It might be. I might have selected the wrong one. Delayed suplex. And now Kiryu with the shots to the ear. Crossbody, but nobody's home. Now Majima throwing Kiryu over the shoulders, but Kiryu slipping out. Now pushing or throwing Majima up over the shoulders into a fireman's carry. Majima elbowing out. Irish whip. And a single leg dropkick. Man, I always love seeing these two face off. Majima back inside the ring. And now just chilling out in the corner while Kiryu just slowly tries to catch the breath along the outside. Even in what should be first 2 out of 3 falls matches, what I still don't really trust that this is what it is. We don't want countouts. At least I don't want countouts. And there's a neck break from Kiryu, from Majima going for the cover. There's 2. Kiryu kicks out. And that sign is wrong. That is not a certified Bakamitai moment. Cloverleaf from Majima. Just arcing the back. And releasing the hold. Just teasing Kiryu-chan. Irish whip. Double underhook suplex. Majima up top. Crossbody. I have to say, just to look out into the audience at the custom signs that I made, I love Majima's signs, man. Majima turning Kiryu around. Just really working on the arm that he's been focusing on the entire match. And Kiryu, the reversal, turning Majima around. And a tiger suplex into the cover, or the dragon suplex into the cover. There's one and only going to be one. Right, dragon suplex, tiger drop. I know the things. Speaking of tiger drop, almost, but Majima slipping out. Irish whip. And a roundhouse kick to the chest. Majima trying to catch his breath. Just staring down at Kiryu. And thought that was going to be a victory roll double stomp, but no, victory roll, a big boot into the cover. And that's going to be the first fall. Majima just needs one more. Kiryu needs to come back, but a recoil will probably put this one away. 1, 2, 3. If the title match is going to be anything like that, we are going to be in for a banger. I mean, these two are always just like entertaining to watch, but man. And Majima, the fact that he avoided that Tiger Drop, that might have been what gave him the 2-0 victory. But with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here. Thank you all for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you on Sunday for Summer Smackdown, which should really heat up. But until then, we are signing out from Columbus, Ohio. See ya.